The Louisiana Department of Health is now following the CDC's lead when it comes to self-isolation. The standard 14 days required to self-quarantine when being infected with COVID-19 or facing possible exposure has now been cut in half. Quarantines can now be shortened with symptom monitoring and diagnostic tests. Ochsner's Vice President of Rural Health and Workforce Development, Karen WYBLE, says this routine can be taken with or without testing.
If there's no symptoms and have been reported during your daily monitoring with this strategy, then a post-quarantine transmission risk is estimated to be about 1%, something like that. So after 10 days without testing, no symptoms, that's your quarantine limit.
WYBLE says quarantine times are based on your jurisdiction, adding that when diagnostic testing is sufficient, you can stop quarantining sooner.
Then quarantine can end after day 7 if a diagnostic specimen test negative, and both, not or, both, and no symptoms are reported during the daily monitoring.
WYBLE says the same quarantine rules that apply to someone who tests positive for COVID-19 also apply to someone with possible exposure.
Secondary transmission of infection is especially efficient within households. So if you share a household with a family member or incarcerated person, students, military recruits, etc., every effort should be made to physically separate yourself from the rest of that household.
WYBLE says you should remain in a closed area, disinfect, and follow the guidelines the CDC provides. She says think sensibly and safely, especially as the holidays approach.